Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
He's gone.
Damn it! This is all your fault, Sigma!
Screw you, Dio.
There's no point to blaming him now.
Yeah. It's not like we can open that door again.
Ah, damn it!
No, this isn't right. This can't be right. We stood there in silence, staring at the door. The only exit to the outside world, now closed forever. Our only chance of escape now was to hope Kay would keep his word and contact the police. Alice, Luna, the old woman, who had killed them, and where had Quark gone? There were questions we still hadn't answered, but we had plenty of time now. Perhaps we still would. Game over. Alright, another end. Bastards. So it looks like we have to now betray Kay. Because, well, we know why. Skipping previously.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
This is pretty nice. Let's get straight to the point. Oops.
Please direct your attention to the results screen.
So you picked Betray.
Leading to a draw, it would seem.
You don't feel bad about it or anything.
I could ask the same of you.
But I asked you first, jackass. Okay, yeah, I guess that's fair.
I had thought that you would choose Ally.
If I had, then you'd have 9 BP right now, wouldn't you? Nice try, but I'm not going to let you get out of here that easily.
As I told you before, even if I were to reach 9 BP, I would not necessarily leave immediately. I might choose to wait until everyone else had also reached 9 BP.
Yeah, well, I consider that. Didn't seem likely.
Then you do not trust me.
Well,
No need to apologize. Trust must be earned in a game like this.
says the guy who told me to trust him so he could betray me.
Indeed. Clearly, I don't deserve to be trusted.
Honesty is refreshing, but that's really not the brightest move.
So you chose Betray too, huh? If you just picked Ally, I'd have 9 BP right now.
Why on earth would I have done that? There's no way Clover would have chosen Ally when you had a chance to betray her and get to 9 BP. Are you an idiot or something?
Bunch of smartasses.
So you chose
Of course.
Betray?
Luna's bracelet is already off. No risk of a penalty for her now.
That brings Quark's BP up to 9.
Are you worried that he might try and get out?
Well, if he were to do so, the rest of us would be trapped here.
Bet you're all pretty happy he isn't here right now, aren't you?
Whoa, whoa, nobody's saying that.
Maybe you aren't saying it, but I know what you're thinking.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the Star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
As many times as we want, huh? That means we can play the AB game over and over using these star keys, right?
So it would seem.
All right, well, where do we find them? Beyond the next set of chromatic doors.
Oh? You found them already?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot to tell you guys. Take a look at the map. There are 3 white doors in the floor B warehouse.
White doors, huh? Maybe that's where Quark went. The warehouse on floor B, you said?
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to get through them until they open. You still got more than 80 minutes until it happens.
Damn.
We will need to form groups of colors that can make white.
Time we had a look at all our colors then.
Yeah. Looks like they've been shuffled around again. Blue Solo.
I'm a magenta. Pear.
As am I.
You and me, huh? Better than Dio, I guess.
You say something?
What color are you?
I'm a green Solo. What's with the sigh?
Forget about it.
What about you two?
Cyan, pear.
I'm a cyan pear, too.
Alice and Luna's bracelets have changed as well. Both of them are yellow pears.
Then what color is Quark?
He's a red Solo. In order to open the white doors, you'd normally need, say, red, blue, and green. That's why the pairs are magenta, yellow, and cyan. Magenta is a mix of red and blue. Yellow is a mix of red and green. Cyan is a mix of blue and green. So if you combine magenta with green, you get white. And so on.
I see.
Okay then. We just need to get to the floor B warehouse when the doors open, right? I'll be taking off then.
Where do you think you're going?
Anywhere that isn't here. Hanging out with a murderer doesn't sound like a good time to me.
The guy who insists on splitting up is usually the first to bite it.
What?
Well, then again, loners often turn out to be killers.
Just what are you getting at, old man? You think I kill him?
Well, maybe, maybe not. But you're pretty damn suspicious.
You trying to start something, you wrinkled old piece of...
Hey, knock it off. We don't actually know one of us is the killer, do we?
We have no evidence of that, no. But we do know that Zero Senior is one of us. And there is an excellent chance that Zero Senior and the killer are one and the same.
Then why did he kill Alice and Luna? Zero Senior wanted any of us dead, he could have done it way before this. While we were, I don't know, unconscious, for instance. What's the point of setting up this whole game just to kill off 2 of your participants halfway through?
Wait, then are you saying there's another person in here somewhere?
It's possible. I think it might be a good idea for us to all look for the killer. And Quark while you're at it.
Well, we gain nothing by standing around here.
Yeah. I've got to find Quark, and soon.
If we're going to search, we should go in pairs this time.
How are we going to pair up then?
I'm not going with Kay. If he decides he feels like snapping me in half, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do about it.
I'll go with anyone besides Dio.
I don't want to go with Dio either.
Fine. He's hardly my first choice, but I'll take Dio.
About the face.
What the hell?
Just figured that this way we don't have to make this into a huge argument. Besides, I'm gonna be stuck with you once we go through the chromatic doors anyway. No reason to put it off.
I will go with Sigma. Would you prefer someone else?
No, I guess you're okay.
That leaves me and Clover as a pair then.
Yep.
Looks like we're all set.
We'll take the cyan door on floor A and the blue door on floor B.
All right? Clover and I'll take the magenta door and the red door.
That leaves us with the yellow and green. We'll throw down let's me in floor B warehouse, alright?
Got it.
See you later then.
There's no one in the infirmary. No Quark and no killer, at least as far as I can see.
Well, there is someone here. Technically, at least. The old woman.
Oh yeah. She was lying silently on the bed, furthest away from us. If it weren't for the bloodstains on her clothes, on her chest and arm, her peaceful expression would have fooled most people into thinking she was just asleep. The blood had dried and darkened, and now looked like any other stain. That was when I noticed it. Huh? Wait a minute, look at her wrist.
It seems remarkably clean.
Yeah, for some reason there's no blood on this part.
Maybe she had something on her wrist. A watch, perhaps. Yes.
A watch?
It was likely removed after she was killed. That would account for the lack of blood splatter on her wrist.
A watch, huh? I don't know, it just looked like it was kind of wide for a watch. Our women's watch is usually thinner.
You raise a good point. Perhaps it was some kind of jewelry?
Jewelry? You mean like a bracelet or some? Of course. Why didn't I see it sooner? It's the same size and shape as our bracelets. Look, exactly the same width.
Then that would mean...
She was wearing a bracelet when she was killed. She was a participant, just like us.
Are you sure? This old woman, a player in the nonary game.
Okay, something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. If you're correct, then where did the thief hide the stolen bracelet? We were quite thorough during our earlier search. but I know that I saw nothing, and none of the others reported finding a bracelet either.
Then that means they've been holding on to it this whole time. They probably still got it.
That would seem likely.
No, wait. If they'd been carrying it around, the sensors in the chromatic doors would have picked it up. Without the right combination of bracelets, the secondary door would never have opened.
So our suspect is not only a killer and a thief, but a skilled imposter as well.
What are you saying?
After killing the old woman, they put on her bracelet. In fact, it is entirely possible they are wearing it still. Yes, that would make sense.
So the killer's running around with the old woman's bracelet.
Yes,
You're telling me they're probably wearing it?
correct. Do you remember what Zero Jr. told us? Something about how the bracelet will come off if the wearer's heart stops. I don't recall the exact words. But in any event, once the old woman had died, her bracelet would have detached, allowing the killer to easily collect it. So that they could participate in the nonary game, I imagine. I
What?
suspect the killer was someone who was not originally intended to be a participant. For whatever reason, however, they were willing to go to great lengths to ensure that they were. To that end, they killed the old woman, who was one of the original participants, and took her place.
But why would someone do that?
That? I have no idea. Certainly they must have a goal of some sort. You would have to be mad to choose to come here. But as to what that goal is, and how the killer intends to achieve it, I'm afraid I do not have even speculation.
That's interesting.
Have you noticed something?
Well, there's blood all over the old lady's arm, except for right here. Since that's where the bracelet was, then the bracelet the killer stole should have blood on it.
Right.
But none of us is wearing a bloody bracelet.
Sigma, please tell me you're kidding. The killer would have, of course, wiped the blood off. Only a fool would walk around with a bracelet covered in blood.
So you're saying they cleaned it?
Yes. Have you discovered something?
Okay, I know how we can identify the killer.
Oh?
We just need some of that luminol. It doesn't matter how well they cleaned it. There should be some traces of blood left.
Aha, I see. That could very well work. We should have everyone gather in the rec room then. That is where the luminol was, I believe.
Yeah. First we need to finish looking for Quark, though. We've still got the infirmary and everything beyond the green door. Once we're done with that, we can head back to floor B to meet up with everyone else.
Understood. Shall we go then?
There's 3 doors here too.
The same as what we found on the other side of the blue door.
But it looks like 2 of them are already unlocked.
So it does. The center and rightmost doors both say open. Perhaps the layout here is different.
Whatever. Let's take the door on the right first. Gollum Bay. Huh. What's this room?
That looks like a workbench of some sort.
Maybe, but what sort of work? Well, we're here to find Quark, not look at a workbench. You go check out the far end, alright?
Very well.
Nothing. He's not here either. Hey, Kay. How's it going over there? Kay was bent over with his back to me, peering underneath the thing that looked like a workbench. What the hell? I walked toward him as I spoke. Hey man, what's going on here?
Oh, nothing.
I bent down and saw you staring at something that appeared to be a safe. It's empty.
Yes.
Was there something in there before?
No, it was empty when I found it. Yes.
Was it? But what are you doing staring into an empty safe?
I was thinking. Specifically, I was thinking about who opened this safe.
Wouldn't that have been the team that went through the green door? I think that was Dio5
No,
Clover.
that's unlikely. When we met up with Dio, he told us that he had been in the treatment center. The nameplate on this door says this is the Gollum Bay, however.
So you're saying they didn't go here?
I believe that is the case. Which, as you can see, is why I was puzzled. If Dio, Phi, and Clover did not open this safe, who did?
Now, well, there's no point in thinking about it. Now, we went through this path, or into this room on another path. There was a golem on that bench, and there isn't now. Which is strange. And I don't remember that poster on that wall. I could have swore there was like a different poster or something there. We should get back.
And there was another unlocked door, wasn't there?
Yeah, let's get moving then. Into the treatment center. So this is the treatment center, huh?
This is the room that Dio visited.
Don't you think that's kind of strange? So now, all the chromatic doors have led to a single room each. So why are there two rooms on the other side of the green door?
An excellent question.
We can talk to the others later, I guess, and see if they know anything. Kay and I split up and began to look for places where Quark might have hidden, where small holes he might have escaped through. Why is that one light blue? Huh. What are these?
They must be the treatment pods Dio mentioned.
The windows aren't covered with frost on the inside. I can't see in.
Shall we open it?
Yes, might as well. Have at it.
What?
Quark! No. Oh no. His bracelet, it's... Oh my god.
Hold on, Sigma. Calm down. Look at his chest. Can you see it moving?
What? I couldn't press the finger into Quark's wrist. It was faint, but his heartbeat was there. He's alive. He's alive!
What a relief. I'm so glad to know he's safe.
I laughed out loud and grabbed Kay in a bear hug, or at least as much of one as I could manage. He patted me on the back and shared what I thought might have been a relieved chuckle. But if he's still alive, why is his bracelet off? Zero Jr. said it would only come off when you died.
Perhaps Zero Senior took it off? I have no idea.
Then maybe Zero Senior brought Quark here and put him in this pod thing too. Well, even if he did, we don't have any way to know why.
This pod is for medical treatment. Perhaps Quark has contracted some sort of illness.
He's sick? What has he got?
How would I know that? In any event, we should return and let the rest of our companions know that we found Quark. I imagine Tenmyoji in particular will be pleased.
Yeah, I bet. Do you think you could carry him, or...?
No, I believe it would be best to leave Quark here. As I mentioned, there is a chance he has fallen ill. If so, then removing him from the pod would be dangerous. The treatment he is currently undergoing could be compromised. I'll close the pod's cover then. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure. Wait. I just thought of something. Are you sure he's gonna be alright?
What do you mean?
Well, what happens if he wakes up? Can he open that thing on his own?
He'll be fine. I noticed a lever inside that can be used to open the cover. So long as no one locks the pod, he should be able to leave whenever he wants.
But if someone locks him in, he's screwed.
Yes, that is what I said. But you needn't worry. You see, I have not engaged the lock. Now, we should return to the Floor B warehouse. I imagine the others are already there.
Right, yeah. Okay, let's go.
You're late.
You're one to talk. How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all.
This is it.
Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back.
So, find anything?
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah? Well, go on, spill it.
I explained to them how we found Quark in the treatment center.
I see. Well, that's good to hear.
Jerk, making us all worried.
There is more.
And that is?
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
Quark may have